Hi everyone, my name is Jamie and I want to welcome you back to my channel where I review, demo, and discuss makeup and give commentary on the beauty community as a whole. So in today's video, I'm just going to be doing a basic get ready with me featuring the Nostalgia palette by Ace Beauté, and I'll show you what that color story looks like. I have primed my face with the Milk Hydrogrip face primer. This is the sample size that costs $15. So yeah, this is a little bit more of an expensive product. I believe the full size is $35, but I would definitely buy this again, not to use all the time, but for days where I need my makeup to last from morning to night. This is a really great option. I'm going to start off by using a small fluffy brush. This is the LBE3 brush from my Lunar Beauty set. And for my deep tone, I'm gonna use the shade Raspberry right here. This is like a nice like Merlot wine colored shade. Oh, I almost forgot to prime my eyes. This is the Gerard Cosmetics Clean Canvas Eye Primer. This is in the shade Fair. This is a very moussey product. I've only tried this one other time before. I really liked it. And I grabbed this special brush to apply because I want to carve out my brows a little bit with it. The teeny tiniest bit is all you need. I got this not only in the shade Fair, but I also bought it in white because I figured this would be really nice for cut creases. So instead of using concealer, I can use a product that's dedicated for the eye area, which will be nice. All right, and then I'm gonna do the other eye. I'm gonna go in with the shade Raspberry from this palette. And I don't know too much about Ace Beauté, but I do know that it is a Black-owned brand. I have a lot of products from them because they're featured in BoxyCharm pretty regularly. And their products are good quality, I will say that. As you can see, I'm just kind of going in the outer corner. I'm gonna do the same on the other side. So I guess since I'm sitting here doing my makeup, I'll kind of talk a little bit about me and why I started this channel. I started off just posting to Instagram several months ago for fun. I want to say it's actually been about a year since I started posting. And I've been wanting to do a YouTube channel for quite some time, but it was a matter of like getting up the nerve to just jump in and do it. So fast forward to this past February, I ended up getting really sick. I was diagnosed with migraines. I was hospitalized with it. They were so bad. After I got out of the hospital and began to kind of recover and all that type of stuff, I caught COVID. And one thing about COVID-19 is that it will take any pre-existing condition that you had and make it 10 times worse. If you are somebody who's symptomatic, which I was. My respiratory symptoms were really mild, but it made me have migraines with horrific levels of nausea, which is something with my migraines that's an issue, is I present with nausea that's actually way worse than a headache. I can live with a headache, but the nausea is a whole other beast. With all of those things going on, and I have fibromyalgia on top of all of that, it really caused me to think about like what I am going to be doing with my life. Like right now, I'm a stay-at-home mom. I was a grad student, but I took the semester off to kind of get my health in order with the fibromyalgia. But now I'm like kind of wondering like, do I want to go back? Because I was studying to go into teaching and possibly be a mobile therapist for children with special needs. But I don't know if I can handle all of that with my health conditions. Does that make sense? Like having fibromyalgia, having chronic migraines. Like I get migraines a couple days a week. Like I don't see how I could be a reliable employee right now. So things can change. You know, how I feel right now may be very different than how I feel a couple months from now. I may continue pursuing what I was studying. I may not. I don't know. A lot of things are very much up in the air for me. But I was like, you know, I need to have something else that maybe I can do from home that could produce not like, I'm not trying to be a baller or anything like that, but just like a little bit of extra income for my household. You can make money from YouTube. Obviously, there's people who are millionaires on YouTube, but really the average person just makes, you know, a little bit of extra dough. And I want to say, figure like, you know what? I really love makeup. I've been wanting to try this out. Maybe this would be something to have in my back pocket. So I've dived in. I started filming a lot of videos, none of which I've uploaded, but it was good just to get the practice on how to get comfortable talking on camera. Make sure I'm looking at the viewfinder and not at the screen. That was a whole thing. And here I am now with my channel. So in order to get the channel monetized, you have to have 100 subscribers and I want to say 1,000 hours of watch time, which is the subscriber count. Like that's not super over the top, but the watch time, that I think it's going to be a little bit more tricky. So that's why my goal is to reach 100 subscribers by the end of the year. Like what I really want is by the end of the year is for my channel to be monetized. And in the beginning, I know I'm just going to be making really, like, you know, maybe a couple bucks a month, something like that. But if I could at least make enough to support my makeup habit, then I'd be happy. And then maybe if it goes from there, it goes from there. And right now, it's really, really fun. I want to get to a point where I can film a few times a week. One of the reasons why, like, I ask you guys, like, you know, for video ideas, because I want to make content that people actually want to watch. I want this to be more than just like a video diary for me. So if you guys have video ideas or products you would love for me to review, let me know. I'm gonna go in with the shade Water Slide. A big part of it though, and I guess this is like starting any artistic venture like this, is being a little bit self-conscious. Because I don't know if what I'm doing is good, if it's not good, you know, is this something that is viable? Am I interesting to hear? And I guess it doesn't, at this stage, it doesn't matter. I just have to keep recording, and over time I'll get better at it. So even if I'm not great right now, that will come with time. So any feedback you guys have, I mean, be nice, you know, if you can. But feedback is always a good thing. I'm gonna go in with a larger brush. I'm gonna use the LBE5. It's like a large flat brush. Just going back over with Popsicle, just to kind of layer. I want it to be like a nice, summery fade. I'm gonna go in with the shade Hiking. Actually, do I want to? Yeah, I'm gonna mix Hiking with Raspberry. So how you guys feeling about the new CDC regulations about people with the vaccines not needing to wear masks inside or whatever? I'm kind of like, are we really there yet? Because a lot of people still aren't vaccinated. You have some people who are just never going to get vaccinated because they turned into, at least as far as COVID-19 goes, they've turned into anti-vaxxers. And then you have a lot of people who just kind of want to see like potential long-term side effects. I got my vaccine over the weekend. Me and my husband did, actually. And the side effects weren't horrible, but it's just the first dose. I got the Pfizer one. And then you have so many people who are gonna lie, you know, because we don't have, the honor system is not gonna work. There's gonna be people that lie about getting the vaccine just so that they, you know, can access certain spaces where that's maybe a requirement. So far so good. And I'm gonna go in with the shade Beach to go up by the brow bone. I'm gonna use a medium fluffy brush for that. And let's not forget that children under the age of 12 can't be vaccinated yet, like regardless. So I don't know. Nobody I've spoken with thinks that the CDC recommendations are a good idea, but you know, listen, we're not scientists. So apparently my mom said that they thought that this would be like an incentive to get people to be vaccinated. Like, oh, well, if we say vaccinated people are able to go without masks, but the people who are really concerned about COVID, I don't see them taking off the mask. I think it's just going to give people an excuse to continue not to be safe. But what do I know? I'm no expert. All I know is, having had COVID-19, it is no joke. Like, it really isn't. Even if you get it mild, which I had it pretty mild, at least as far as respiratory illness. Like, there was never a risk of me being hospitalized because my COVID symptoms were too bad, right? But it took my migraines that I was getting, you know, maybe every 2 weeks, and turn it into a situation where I was getting them every single day. And now I need to be on a slew of medications just to get it down to a point where I'm only dealing with it twice a week. And even then, I don't always feel 100%. Like, because nausea is one of my largest presenting symptoms, like nausea is a huge issue. I think I'm gonna go with the shade Picnic next, this bright shade. And I'm gonna use the medium fluffy brush. I just wanna fade this out, fade it up like a little bit. Let's see how this goes. And I'm just gonna go right, like on, like right below the brow bone. You see that, how I did that there? These shadows really blend nicely. I actually have an extra one of these palettes. And once, I'm debating, it's either gonna be once I hit a subscriber milestone, like maybe 50 subscribers, or when I do my Black owned beauty brand video, once I get all those products accumulated, I wanna do a giveaway with it. So keep watching, like watch my videos, make sure you're subscribed and get the notifications, because then you'll be, you know, you'll be aware of whenever I decide to do the giveaway. I'm also gonna, like, once I'm ready to do it, I'm also going to have it on Instagram. So follow me on Instagram as well. I'm gonna use a larger flat brush to put the shade Stargazing on. But yeah, you guys, like, if you have not had COVID, trust me when I say you do not want to mess around with that. You really don't. It's debilitating, or it can be debilitating. I mean, obviously everybody doesn't go through what I went through, but I really wouldn't wish it on anybody, especially if you're a parent. It's hard to be a mom and not be able to engage in all of the things that you did before you got sick. The only, I guess, what some people would see as a benefit is that I've lost a lot of weight because I can't eat. So I lost about, since February when I first started getting the migraines, and then things got like worse once, you know, I got ill, I lost about 40 to 50 pounds, somewhere in between there. Which, you know, I guess for a lot of people would be a good thing. But number one, I was happy with how my body looked beforehand. Like, I was a heavier person, but it's not like I felt self-conscious about how I looked or whatever. It's like, yeah, I mean, I understand like you're healthier or whatever at a smaller size, but I really wasn't trying to lose weight. And unintentional weight loss is not, it's hard to look at it as a benefit, especially like when you lose weight super fast, you end up with like a lot of loose skin. Yeah, so I'm definitely having some body issues since I lost weight, which for a lot of people probably think I'm nuts because of it. All right, I'm gonna finish my eyes after I do my base. I'm gonna be using the Lock-It foundation by KVD Beauty. KVD Beauty was Kat Von D's brand before she announced that she was an anti-vaxxer and got dropped from her own brand by the parent company. They basically bought her out, which is good because in addition to being an anti-vaxxer, you know, she's allegedly, I'll say allegedly, anti-Semitic, or at a minimum, she dated men who were. You know, when you're dating guys who like wear Nazi outfits, I mean, I don't know. It can't be good for you. So, but at any rate, they bought her out, so she no longer is a part of the company at all. And then they renamed it KVD Vegan Beauty. Now tell me if they said what the KVD stands for. The answer is no. They didn't say what it stands for. So then they rebranded again and gave the KVD different meanings. So like each one represents a different Latin word that nobody can remember. Honestly, I feel like they just should have did it all over again. Like give it a complete rename. Like no more KVD. And I still don't know what the heck the KVD stands for. So I'm gonna call it Kitten Vegetable Doghouse. Kitten Vegetable Doghouse Beauty. It's a very matte foundation, but very lightweight. Like once I get it on, I don't feel anything, which is a big unit of measurement for me with foundation. Like I hate feeling like I have makeup on my face. And before I go any further, let me tie my hair back. I don't want to get foundation in my hair because I do that all the time to myself. One of the things I struggle with foundation, what the hell? Oh my gosh, guys. Do you see how this is peeling up? I have not used this with the, oh my gosh. I have not tried this yet with the Hydro Grip, but guys, it balled up all over my face. Do you see that? I mean, ignore the fact that my face looks yellow as hell. Oh my God. I've never had that happen to me before with a foundation. Holy crap. Gosh, it even messed up, like, it even fell down my eyeshadow a little bit. That is crazy. Guys, I've never in my life had that happen to me before. I'm going to be going in with the Infallible Fresh Wear Liquid Foundation. And I'm going to be using the shade 485 right here. Let me put my primer back on. Hopefully that doesn't happen again. And I'm glad you guys saw that. Like, I want to be able to show makeup fails sometimes, so like that way the same thing doesn't happen to you. But that foundation did not get along with the Hydro Grip at all. So that's something that's important to know if you ever want to try that. KVD Kitten Vegetable Doghouse recently came out with another foundation called the Good Apple foundation. And people were freaking out like, oh my God, it covers up my acne, it covers up my skin. That's what a full coverage foundation is supposed to do. Like, I don't understand why. But now it's coming out that it may look good upon application, but it wears like crap throughout the day. So it's like, well, all that. That's why you really have to be careful with some of these influencers out here, because they be putting you on dummy missions buying expensive products that are not that great. And let's not even get into undisclosed sponsorships, which is a major problem. Like, anytime you use a product that you did not pay for yourself, you're supposed to disclose that. Like, for example, I do influencer. I don't know, do any of you guys do influencer? See, look at that. It's all right. So this is the Hydrogrip. Holy crap, I've used Hydrogrip so many times, but the same exact thing is happening to my skin. I may have to take back my recommendation for it, because I can't be sending you guys to the store to get Hydrogrip, which costs $30-some, and then having your foundation pill all over your face. And that's one thing I will promise on this channel, is that I will never send you guys out to buy a product that I personally cannot stand behind. But for this to happen twice in a row with 2 different foundations that I've used previously and have performed fine, that is not okay. And I've used the Hydrogrip on the Fresh Wear Powder Foundation fine. My poor face. I'm gonna use the Touch and Soul Icy Sherbet Primer. All right, I'm gonna try to apply this foundation. I'm gonna do it off camera so this video doesn't get too long, but I'll let you guys know if I have any additional problems. Okay, so I tight lined my eyelid and did my waterline on the bottom off camera. So last but not least are the lips. These are lip pencils that I also received in Ipsy this month by a brand called St. Lux. Apparently this is another Black-owned beauty brand. I'm not very familiar with them. Their website didn't have a whole lot, so I can't really give you a lot of information about it. But I got 2 lip pencils with it in a Vino, and the other color is Moscato. So I'm just gonna line my lips and then go in with another product. This is a really, really nice lip pencil. I will give it to them. Yeah, it's very, like, it's pigmented, but it's firm. All right, now this next brand is Sugar, and this is called the Matte as Hell Crayon Lipstick in the shade Viola. And this is just like a crayon shape. Okay, so this is the final look. I hope you enjoyed spending a little time with me today. I know it was rather all over the place, but you know, I just wanted to chat and just have fun playing with makeup. You know what, let me take my hair out. But at any rate, I hope that you guys enjoyed yourselves, and if so, please hit the like button and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video. Take care, guys. Bye.